Killing enemies restores health. Well, I mean, it's because I went to Las Vegas. Because I lost everything. Oh shit! We got the 666! Fuck! If you wanna play Koumei, and you don't want to depend on the decrease, I mean, I think this is the build. And I needed to win it big. Just one time. Oh, we got it again? Oh, God. This is just like that one time that I installed Balatro. So, before we get into the video today, let me explain why I look so ungroomed, so vulgar today. It's because I went to Las Vegas. Because I lost everything. And I needed to win it big. Just one time I needed to win it big. Because I was out of Platinum, out of Endo, I was out of Archon Shards, I was out of ideas, I was scrapping the bottom of the fucking barrel for a video. And I decided to gamble all in a build. So I went to Las Vegas. And there I met this beautiful and charming lady. She's a little bit crazy, but don't worry about it. We don't worry about red flags in Las Vegas, okay? Las Vegas. Bro, you know Spanish. Las Vegas. Did I win? I mean, I think I broke even with my earnings. And then I get laid. But then she kicked me in the balls. This joke is over now. Let me show what she's able to do. And then we'll go into further detail. So, this is just a group of expectable level enemies for what Steel Path is. And these enemies are kind of hard. So you can do this. You can keep spamming if you want. And I mean it's not bad. It's not bad, right? But it's also not amazing, right? For the level of investment that we have. But we have to be fair. We have to be fair. Because that's something that some people are not being towards Koumei, right? Because she's not a Warframe that is designed for what we usually do in Warframe. And ironically enough, the thing that she's very good at, the people that want that thing probably won't be interested in her. Because people that go to level cap are way too interested in numbers and consistency. And Koumei is not about consistency. She's not about that at all. She's about fucking gambling. Oh, dang it. She's the gacha frame. She's the gamba frame. And she's very good at that. But in normal Warframe, I would say the level of investment that I did is not worth it for these results. But you gotta keep in mind, this is in a low enemy density environment without no decrease. I have no decrease. This is worst case scenario. As in, I get decrease that do nothing for me. And I'm not even using my weapons. And she can still kill. Which is something that other frames cannot. Some other frames are very good at surviving. Or very good at being speedy and efficient. Or buffing weapons, but she can kill with this build. She can kill. Which is something that I've not seen showcased yet up until this point. I've seen so many people say, yo, this Warframe is a glorified primer. And yes, it's very good as a primer because you are basically inflicting every single status alignment under the sun. She can also kill. At least with my build. I'm gonna show it to you, and then we'll see in a real environment what this looks like. So, before anything else, what does he do? So, her passive is every 60 seconds, you get a random buff, and you can see it right there. There it is. You can see the buff. So, it will show if you have a buff on your primary, your secondary, or your melee weapon. And that buff is gonna add extra random elements to that weapon, which is very good. It's a way to give more damage, it's a way to self-prime the weapon, especially if you're using any type of condition overload effect. So if you're using Koumei, I would recommend you using guns that benefit from condition overloads effects, or at least build them that way so you can push them even further with Koumei. That's the first thing. Then, her one, you launch a couple of threats, and these threats, as you can see, they are very colorful. The reason is that every single one of those threats has a different... Oh, I didn't realize that when you aim, they disappear. Oh, that's very cool. For visual clarity. I didn't know that. We're learning now. So, every single one of those threats has a different status effect that it will inflict onto the enemies that touch it. Cool. And it scales both of the amount of strength that you have and how big is your luck when you throw the... Oh my fucking god. Oh, yeah, there it is. It scales off of how good your luck is whenever you hit the ability, because each time you hit an ability with Koumei, her other passive starts to work, which you throw the dice. Throw the dice, and you can throw dice how many times you want, but we are looking for 3 number 6s, because if you get 3 number 6s, not only is it a big number, which is gonna multiply the damage, it also means that it adds extra effects to the abilities. In this case, when you're 1, you get... Let's see if we are able to get it. Maybe I'll edit this down. There it is! Are you seeing these white threads? That means every single one of those threads will inflict every single status effect under the sun. Every single one inflicts all of them. So if you regularly are able to spam this ability, you're gonna just overcharge enemies with status effects. Number 2 is... do me a side quest and I will give you a Duviri decree. We are not gonna go into the viability of this because this is just the whole deal of the Warframe. This is the fun part. Just go ahead and just have fun. Just gamble it all. Get 7 shit decrees, then next mission, and this has happened to me. Next mission, first fucking decree you get, double hits per melee for the whole mission. Just gamble it all, just have fun. It doesn't fucking matter. Also, if you get 3 6s with this, you insta get the decree. No need to do the mission. Very important to know that most of the challenges that they give you will ask you to have a random status effect on the enemies. So this synergizes very well with this build of Koumei because you're gonna be able to just keep spamming, which means statistically most enemies are gonna have most status effects, which means you're gonna kill them with no issues and get the missions really quickly. Her 3 is the only part of her kit that I'm not convinced, because I like gambling in games, not in real life. And I like gambling in games. What I don't like to gamble with is my survivability, and this ability basically will either heal your shields or your health, depending on what you need, scaling with your luck, as always. Also scaling a little bit with your strength, but scaling mainly with your luck, because the amount of charges that you got depends on that. And we are gonna be able to do some interesting things to lessen the problems this ability has, but don't get surprised if you suddenly get one shot. It's gonna happen. Like, I promise you. It doesn't matter what you do, unless you subsume over this ability looking for something better, you're gonna fucking die with Koumei. But I don't want to subsume over her. First, because I think it's fun. Second, because I don't have the resources, bro. I cannot do it. I lost it all in Las Vegas. And her 6 is just status effects for everyone. Scaling with damage. And if you get 666, you inflict statuses for everyone in front of you and also behind you. So you just basically get extra range. And that's her whole deal. And how did I make this work? Okay, let me check. Okay, let me show it to you. So, I know how this looks, by the way. I know how this looks. Okay, but hear me out. So, the first problem that Koumei has is that she doesn't have that much damage. She just doesn't. We need to fix that. In order to fix that, we're using Transient Fortitude, because you cannot spam if you use a blind rage. You just cannot spam unless you fix it somewhere else. Maybe like the companion department. But you gotta be able to spam as much as you want. So Transient Fortitude and Arcane Intensify. Would it be more consistent to use Armor Intensify Max? Yeah. Yeah, it would be. But it wouldn't be as fun. Because you wouldn't be gambling. And we're here to gamble. So we use Archon Intensify because it's fun. Also, you could very well use Precision Intensify, which is gonna give you way more damage in your ultimate. Way more damage. But this is gonna compromise the consistency of your 3 and the consistency of your 1, which is the ability that you're gonna spam the most. So I found I've been playing this girl for 7 hours straight, just trying things out in missions, not just in the lab. Like, I've been doing missions with her, high-level missions, to try it out. And I just think this is more consistent, ironically. Like, the gambling option is the more consistent. Based, smart, consistent game design. Fuck yes. And also, of course, mode augmented, which you're gonna lose a couple of times because you're gonna die. But still, it's like the most optimal damage option. It was. Until now. Because as in 1999, we got this Arcane. This Arcane instantly stacks up to the max charges with Koumei, throwing your 4. Instantly. Or throwing your 1. It's stupid. And you get way more strength that mode augmented gives you. And the only thing you have to keep the charges on is just keep spamming. You don't have to worry about dying. And also, it gives you way more efficiency that Streamlight gives you. Way more. So this is a must. This is a must. This didn't exist, I think, when Koumei came out. Now it does. Use this Arcane. If you're gonna do the fucking investment and you're gonna throw your plat towards the wall because you're building a Koumei, and that's basically a gamble in itself, trust me, and buy this. No matter how expensive it is, you need this. This is unbelievably good on her. So speaking about optimizing the damage, so I mean, this works, but I wouldn't recommend 2 of them. In fact, this one might even be optional, because I have tried it for like 4 attempts in high level. I might have seen 5 enemies in a 15-minute mission that got completely armor stripped by this. So no, it is not optimal to have 2 of these. It's not gonna give you any benefits. In fact, even having this one might not even be that big of a benefit, but we are gambling. It might be good. Let's just fucking throw it up there, right? What it definitely is good, though, this is good. Because just endlessly stacking strength, not optimal. But then you add a multiplier on top, and then it starts to get a little spicy, and then you add another one, and it gets even more spicy, and then you can add the one that is the orange one, with also the multiplier by elemental damage, and then we are getting somewhere. And of course, because you need to spam casting speed, like no-brainer. Obviously, if you're able to get these Tauforts, it might be the biggest stupid investment you have ever made in your entire life, but it might be fun, and I might do it when I have them. So yeah, if you have Tauforts, use Tauforts. You know, use Tauforts. It will be fun. I promise. I promise. So that's the damage part of the equation fixed. Now for the rest, we use all of the Archon mods. All of the Archon mods. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Okay, let's address it first, but then let's get it out. Archon mods. You can proc them all. You can proc them all. So this gives you your main stats that you need for your build, and then some, because you're gonna have a very decent energy economy just with this. Just with this. But then we have equilibrium. We are equilibrium. And then it goes even further beyond. And because we are using equilibrium, we get health conversion, and because Koumei has this amount of armor, which is kind of big for a caster, you're getting finally a decent a decent defense capability, which adaptation is gonna get stacked on top and give you just enough to scrape by. But it might be very good for all that I know, because you might get very good dice rolls with this, and then it doesn't matter that much, does it? Right? And yeah, that's the build. That's the build. Just fucking gamble your life away and hope for the best fucking rolls and the best DPS, because you're gambling for your DPS with this build. You're gambling for your survivability. But then you get a couple of good fucking decrease and everything explodes. Or maybe you don't. But even if you don't, you have discount Sarin with this. At least you have discount Sarin, which is something. And that is very fun and engaging to just do the side objectives, to do the mini side quest. It is just fun. It adds some spice to your gameplay, some variety. And I just really like her. I just find her really fun to use. So yeah, that's the build. And now we'll jump onto a real mission, and I'll show you what she's capable of doing. So, mod time. Oh, I think this is a good room. Yes, it is. This is the perfect room. Because here you have just enough space to navigate. Enemies bunch up. And if I need to do like aerial kills, I can. If I have to do wall latch kills, I can just latch here and kill the enemies. So. Oh, that is gonna get completed by itself. It's gonna just very easily get completed. I just gotta play the frame. That's literally all I need. I'm allowed to use my weapons just a little bit. But for the most part, I won't be using them. Unless they help me complete a side objective or something. Okay, yeah, just like that. Now we need it. Now there's actually a reason to use it. Oh, that Jade is gonna be a pain in the ass. Where are you? Oh, there you are. There it is. But again, like, we are DPSing with abilities only. Reloading. I love this weapon so much. I think you can tell from the previous video, don't you? You can absolutely tell. Killing enemies restores health. Well, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna complain about survivability during this one, but you gotta keep in mind though. If I didn't get that, the story would be way different. Like, way different. And just keeping in mind that we took some seconds to do the hacking minigame and stuff. Like, we are doing 200 kills per minute, basically. I mean, 200 kills in 2 minutes, so 100 kills per minute. That is, it's very good, actually. What the fuck? That's actually really fucking good. Now we jump. Just let them die. Get some resources back. I'll give us some energy back. There we go. And we keep spamming. Oh, so now we can spam even more. Fuck it. I mean, why not? And I'm having good luck. Like, I'm having very good luck right now. You know? So again, whatever results you get from this test, keep in mind, I would be very easily just one shot at any point because the very non-consistent survivability that this build has. So keep that in mind. Like the actual factual results are worse than what you're seeing right now. But I'm not gonna complain. Like I'm not gonna complain about this. Like I'm just murdering shit with a glorified primer. So and that gave us a debuff. But because we heal ourselves killing enemies due to the decree that we got, there's no issues whatsoever. Also, something very interesting about Koumei. You don't lose your decrease on death, which is busted. And also, there's another very interesting thing. If I die, and I press 2 again, the mission that it will give me, it's the same one that I have before I died. And it also saves your progress and shit. So yeah, it's you are, if you stay a long time in a mission, you are guaranteed to get some good decrease at some point. And of course, like in usual Warframe, that's not what you do because you don't care about missions for more than maybe half an hour. But if you want to play Koumei and you don't want to depend on the decrease, I mean, I think this is the build. I think this is it. You could even optimize it even more with maybe swapping the Archon shots for Taos and shit. 100%. But I think this is it. Like, look at this shit. Like, we're doing very, very, very good right now. We are doing very fine. Look at that. Oh, here comes the big problem, though. I brought my problem solver with me, just in case. Which is the power creep prime. I mean, the glaive prime. For situations like this. Where is the motherfucker? There it is. There we go. Dealt with. Headshots again. Okay. I mean, so this is Koumei basically. Like, we are just, you keep scaling, and scaling, and scaling, and scaling. And there comes a point where you don't actually even care about losing your multi-augmented charges because you probably will have something good in the decree department at that point whenever you end up dying. So you can just rely on that to just rebuild your charges very quickly. And as you can see, killing 250 enemies it's not a problem for this girl. Like, it's not a problem at all. Oh shit! We got the 666! Fuck! Oh, we got it again? Oh, God! Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels very good. Holy shit. Oh, the gambling. The gambling. I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling it already, bros. This is just like that one time that I installed Balatro. Oh, this is just beautiful. And I think I got some kind of decree that gives me like fire rate because... Are you seeing this shit? Give me those headshots. God damn it. There we go. Each stack of corrosive gives armor. I mean, that's like survivability pats by RNG, by a gacha. I mean, I don't know if there's like a lesson to be learned here. Aside from this being a decent build, I guess. Maybe the lesson is that 90% of Koumei players, stop playing her before hitting it big. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, but we are very powerful. And also, like, it's not just the kills per minute, which are very good. It's the fact that we are maintaining life support just by us killing, which is always another triple six. Triple six, triple sex. Holy. Also, like the visual design of everything and the sound design, and it's just very satisfying to use. It's very satisfying. And I usually don't like spamming, but you look at this spectacle and something clicks. And it's also the fact that I know that I can do this if I want, but I don't have to. I can just use a build that makes her survive way more and focus on the decrease and play around them. I'm just very happy with her. Might see benefit from a buff in the survivability department. Maybe, and I mean, the type of people that use her, if there are such a type of people in the first place, but the kind of people that would use her are gonna be invincible at some point anyways, because they are doing high level, like extra high level endurance runs, right? And at that point, like, the decrease are gonna do the job, right? So it's not like giving her a little bit of more defensive power or general use would break anything. Like, she's gonna be busted no matter what in the long run, so I mean, why stop there, right? Like, it's not hurting anybody. Who's gonna complain? The Greenier? The Greenier are gonna send complaints to the... Okay, this might be a problem. But we need to kill that Jade, whatever it is. And I am not seeing him. But yeah, like, we're going for the 1,000 kills right now. Not an issue at all. Not an issue for this build. Yeah, like 99% of what I'm doing is just spamming and rolling the dice again and again and again and again and again and again. And the more you can roll the dice, the bigger the results. Look at that. That is gonna complete itself. Like, whenever they ask you, yeah, just kill these kinds of enemies with just kill enemies with this type of effect. Like, that's it. Like, you don't even have to worry. They complete themselves. Oh, their energy leads can fuck right off. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, 1,000 kills. Look at that. Even more armor. Okay, I mean, now we can tank too. Damn. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think this makes my point more than enough. Like, it's just time to leave. I'm just gonna leave because, yeah, like, yeah, she works even without decrease. You can just kill. Like, of course, that decree that I got, the one that makes my energy economy a little better, that helps, of course. But I can tell you, I've done this like a couple of times already, and it's not been that big of a difference. She just works, and I'm very happy that I managed to make her do this. So yeah, very fun build. If you wanna push Koumei to the next level, do this. And if you wanna be even more ridiculous without overspending too much, and you're willing to sacrifice it, you can just sacrifice her 3 and add some kind of defensive ability there. Maybe Eclipse, maybe Condemn, maybe whatever you want. But yeah, you can just do that. You can add some defensive ability there, and as you can see, it will be all right. So that's it for today, and next video is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. I have to write down a long script for it because this video will be scripted. It's gonna take a while, but I hope the wait will be worth it for you and for me. So yeah, that's all. Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a nice holidays.